Third-party credit repair is often used by individuals looking to clean up their negative financial history captured on their credit reports. Maybe they're trying to purchase a car or a home. So they pay a fee to a company, a credit repair company. They don't know what they do or how they do it. All they know is that they check their scores and it's usually significantly higher than before they hired them. The worldwide credit repair services industry is expected to reach $7.1 billion by 2027. That's within the next 5 years. And most companies that specialize in this service happen to be small companies owned by one individual. So it's a bunch of single-member LLCs responsible for growing the industry and recruiting more clients. It's big business, considering a lot of people need help increasing their scores, and they don't really know how to do it themselves. So you have many entrepreneurs jumping into the industry, the business of credit repair. Just like Rokisha Brisby, a 29-year-old native of Humble, Texas. Humble, Texas is a suburb of Houston, Texas. Rokisha jumped into the industry about 3 years ago. She reintroduced herself to her old followers and introduced herself to her new followers in early 2022 on IG with this post. She wrote, "I have owned and operated Rose Credit Repair for the past 3 years. Since I have a lot of new followers and I've been pretty quiet lately, here's a few facts about me. I started credit repair 6 years ago when I decided to fix my own credit to remove a broken lease and payday loan collections. I'm obsessed with credit and decided to use my knowledge to educate my community since we lack a lot of knowledge about credit. PSA, my business is legit. Any of my loyal followers can vouch for Rose Credit Repair. I would have to fix your credit to use, and I don't have time for that. Sorry, but no one is this special in my eyes." Not sure what she's saying there. I'm from Houston, Texas, born and raised, North Side to be exact. I am here to teach you how to build your own credit. This woman, she described herself as a credit repair business owner, also specializing in business credit, a tax preparer, and a YouTuber. She was arrested just 5 months after this post, accused of illegally fixing people's credit, defrauding financial institutions out of $3.3 million, and allegedly taking advantage of customers who claimed that her credit repair service did not fix their credit. Take a second to make sure that you're subscribed to the channel. Click the notification bell for all updates. If you're from Humble, Texas, Houston, Texas, the whole metro, let me know below if you're watching. Shout out to all of you. The Texas credit repair company Rose Credit has made headlines after its owner, Rokisha Brisby, was accused of illegally fixing people's credit. Rokisha, also known as Rose, gained recognition within the industry as she represented the brand on her social media accounts. She garnered attention and recruited clients through her Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube pages. A little over 15,000 people subscribe to her YouTube channel, which features various videos giving financial and credit guidance. She's got about 73,000 people following her on Instagram, where she will show off her Tom Ford purse and other luxury purchases while also giving financial advice and recruiting new clients. In the eyes of the financial institutions, they believe that they are a victim of Rokisha's practice. These are also institutions who prosper in a society where acquiring bad credit is far more simple than recovering from it. On July 7th, 2022, Rokisha was charged with using a credit restoration scheme that wiped out more than $3.3 million in debt between November 2020 and March 2022, unlawfully repairing people's credit. After being taken into custody by the Harris County Precinct 4 Constable's Office, she was charged with forgery and false use of identifying information, which are both felonies. One of her clients, a woman named Valerie, says that she paid Rokisha hundreds of dollars and gave her personal information. Valerie told reporters in Houston that she was continuously posting everywhere on social media, Instagram, and TikTok about how good she was doing with people's numbers, but unfortunately, she wasn't one of them. Valerie said that being contacted by police knocking on your door to inform you that someone is taking advantage of you is just a pretty unpleasant experience. Rokisha didn't help clients like Valerie, but for the ones that she did help, the DA claims that she did it illegally. According to court documents, Rokisha created 133 fake police reports and sent them to financial institutions to get them to wipe out the debt. Ally Financial, one of those institutions, says Rokisha allegedly submitted altered police reports from Houston Precinct 4 with fake case numbers. The false reports contained information about lost and stolen credit cards, seeking to erase approximately $980,000 of debt on behalf of 27 people. A total of 133 fictitious reports were submitted to several financial institutions, including Discover Bank, First Credit Union, and Credit Central. Investigators also accused Rokisha of falsifying reports from other agencies as well. Another financial institution says that she submitted 74 fictitious police reports, attempting to erase $1.4 million for 74 clients. Authorities say Rokisha's plan was to create false police reports to submit to these institutions as proof that the unpaid debt from the client didn't actually come from the client at all. She told the institutions that the debt occurred from criminal activity, suggesting possibly that their identity was stolen or their debit or credit card was stolen, and it was scammers who ran up the charges in her clients' names. So, since the clients didn't incur the debt, they shouldn't be responsible for it. All of this a part of a scheme to get the institutions to erase the debt completely, which will update on the client's credit report, removing the unpaid account or the negative account that was directly responsible for the client's poor credit rating. So in the client's eyes, getting those negative accounts erased, it increased their credit scores.
Harris County Precinct 4 investigators say they have uncovered a $3 million credit repair scheme happening here in Houston. They say the woman behind it was using falsified police reports to help get her clients better credit. Janelle Bluta has a look at the allegations.
In handcuffs and an orange jumpsuit, 29-year-old Rokisha Brisby was led in front of a judge today.
More and more folks are coming forward that have used her to try to fix their credit.
After being arrested Friday for what investigators call a multi-million-dollar credit repair scheme.
She went and basically would manipulate police reports.
Court documents linked to Brisby's social media. Her website says, "Your credit won't fix itself."
She used my front page of the police report with my name on it.
But Precinct 4 Constable Mark Herman says it was under the guise of that business, Rose Credit Repair, where he says she would commit illegal activity, falsifying police reports to increase her clients' credit scores.
Well, she submitted police reports on these folks' behalf saying that the monies that were spent were fraud or stolen, and this is the police report to prove it.
An alleged scheme, the constable says, actually worked.
Many of these financial institutions basically reversed the credit for these people, and it did make their credit scores, better because they had a police report on file.
Until Herman says one of those institutions reached out to his office with questions.
We noticed that the case numbers did not correspond with our current case number system.
He says that led to a lengthy investigation where they discovered 133 falsified police reports from his department alone. And Herman says there's evidence she used reports from other agencies as well.
FBI is involved with us. We've flagged many of her bank accounts, and we'll be able to see exactly how much money she made off customers.
In Houston, Janelle Bluta, KHOU 11 News.
Investigators knocked on the doors of several victims, not just Valerie. They interviewed the clients of Rose Credit Repair to determine if they had falsified the police reports and submitted them to the financial institutions or had anything to do with this scheme. All of them pointed back to Rokisha, telling authorities that they never made those reports or authorized anyone to make them on their behalf. So now you have her former clients, their witnesses, all cooperating with prosecutors because they are believed to be innocent and vulnerable customers who simply paid Rose Credit Repair to fix their credit, not knowing the intricate details of the credit repair scheme at all. Some of you may be wondering, how did Rokisha get those police reports? Court documents revealed that investigators believe that Rokisha may have obtained the original police report from one of her clients who was a real victim of identity theft. The woman filed a report with Houston PD Precinct 4 after her information was stolen back in October 2019. Rokisha allegedly used the real report from 2019 to doctor up and recreate new police reports for her other clients. When Houston PD obtained the reports from the institutions, they noticed that the case numbers did not correspond with their current case number system. It was 133 fraudulent case numbers, all of them allegedly created by Rokisha. Authorities say the initial amount of $3.3 million continues to rise as more victims of Roe's credit repair come forward. Prosecution told the judge that Rokisha's bond should be denied because she was already free on bail on charges stemming from a 2019 case involving her boyfriend and her son. In that 2019 case, Rokisha was accused of waiting 3 days to take her 7-year-old son to the hospital after her boyfriend forced him into a boiling hot shower, then gave him a whooping and choked him as retaliation for getting a bad grade in school. The 7-year-old was injured for 3 straight days before Rokisha took him to the hospital for treatment. And get this, when she got there, she told the staff that the burns came from a cooking accident. Her son suffered burns to over 25% of his body. That's what Rokisha allowed her boyfriend to do to her son. She didn't contact authorities, didn't take him to the hospital for 3 long days. So not only did they lock up her psycho boyfriend, she got locked up too for not reporting the crime. They eventually allowed her to bail out and the case is ongoing. So with all that being considered, the prosecutor said that she should remain in jail. A little over a week before she was arrested, Rokisha Rose, she posted this message to her followers on IG. She said, "Reminder, people are not who they post to be online." In the caption, "Don't get it twisted. Everybody is not who they post to be. People do strange things to keep up a lifestyle. Focus on your race." You know, those followers had no clue about the strange things that she was doing to keep up with her lifestyle of Tom Ford and luxury items. And now you have victims in the triple digits who purchased her service. Some of them like Valerie, who said their score never changed. But you have some of her clients who saw temporary increases to their scores after Rokisha was able to remove the negative accounts on the reports using those fake police reports, allegedly. Those people who saw their scores increased are now back to square one because the institutions were able to get those unpaid accounts added back to their credit reports. So the true victims are the women and the men that she collected hundreds of thousands of dollars from to help them clean up their credit reports, help them qualify for loans and funding for their businesses or personal car loans and mortgage loans. Vulnerable people who just needed help and they thought Roe's credit repair could help them. Had no clue investigators would be knocking on their doors, telling them their identities are involved in a multi-million-dollar scheme, $3.3 million and rising. But just like Rose said, these boss chicks, they love posting these luxurious lifestyles online, but you have no idea what they're doing to keep up with that image and bring in all that money. Let's go ahead and get the conversation started. If convicted, do you think Rokisha will get serious time? And what about the other case with her son? Do you think she should also be held accountable for not taking him to the hospital for 3 days after what her boyfriend did to him? Special thank you to Tyrone W. I appreciate you, Tyrone, for all of your support, as well as our brother Dark Power and our sister Trey Shell. Want to see more content like this? You can support the channel too. Links to Cash App and PayPal are below. Ladies, fellas, want a balanced analysis, want the truth from a woman's perspective? Then you're going to want to subscribe to this channel and don't forget to like and share.